Why Tim Allen felt horrible while filming the final season of Last Man Standing.
I'm more sad about this is our 9th season. I'd prefer it not end this way.
Which mementos from the set helped soften the blow of wrapping the series for the cast? And what did Nancy Travis have to sacrifice to portray Vanessa once more? Tim Allen is not a feelings type of guy. Fans still find it a little hard to believe that Last Man Standing wrapped up its final season this May. Well, saying goodbye to his TV family was definitely very difficult for Tim Allen too. Although the actor states that he's not a feelings type of guy, he is prone to develop deep bonds with his co-stars. I get attached to people, even on movie sets, and those shoots are only 3 to 4 months, revealed Allen in an interview. So when we wrap and everyone goes home, I go, but wait, I thought we were going to be friends. So it's no wonder that after working on Last Man Standing for 10 years, the shooting of the last season felt horrible sometimes. The fact is, the entire cast knew that each day they worked was bringing them closer to the end of the show. Moreover, they knew that all the characters they'd created, Mike, Vanessa, their kids and friends, all of them will just no longer exist after the final episode airs. But Tim Allen is still grateful for the incredible opportunity to do the full 9 seasons of Last Man Standing. We were ready to finish the show around season 7, but we got to do 8, and then we got to do 9. We finished our mission, and I'm much better today than I was a week ago, and I'll be better next week. Tim also mentioned he is humbled that he got to do 2 major TV sitcoms that have had lasting runs during his career. That's why the nod to home improvement in the 9th season of Last Man Standing wasn't just nostalgia, but a big thank you to both shows.
Hey, what? I don't color my hair. Well, anyway, Tim Taylor, Mike Baxter.
Of course, every cast member had a different reaction to the show's ending. Some were worried about their next move. After all, they had had a job for 10 years, and now that's over. But everybody was thankful for this amazing experience to have an alternative family on screen. The original actors nearly came back. Most of the cast members took to social media to share how they felt about the end of the Last Man Standing era. Amanda Fuller, who's been playing the role of Kristen Baxter since the 2nd season, shared a heartfelt post saying that she found the second family she never knew she needed. "You mean the world to me and my family. Thank God I'll never have to say goodbye to you." Her on-screen sister, Molly McCook, chimed in, although she's only been on the show for 3 years. She took over the role of Mandy from Molly Ephraim, so it wasn't all that simple for her at the beginning. The actress revealed that she's never been a part of any project for so long. "I was so damn lucky to have been able to step into something that was already so special," she wrote. "The things that I've learned and the memories I've collected will no doubt be with me for the rest of my life." And to honor the entire cast of Last Man Standing, the producers even thought of bringing the original cast members to the set. Showrunner Kevin Abbott shared that at the beginning of the year, they kicked around some funny ideas, like making a time jump episode or calling some familiar faces for a cameo. Finally, the writers landed on Tim Taylor coming to the show. So to also have Alexander Krosny or Molly Ephraim would be too many meta jokes in a season. That idea would also be difficult to realize because of the COVID regulations. Tim Allen complained about it before, saying that they had to sacrifice a lot of things already, including doing the table readings together and having the live audience during shooting.
I said they've taken the show out of show business.
However, they did manage to have Kaitlyn Dever come in to shoot that scene. But why did Eve only appear on a tablet? Mike and his youngest daughter have always had a special relationship, and in real life, Tim Allen felt very fatherly towards Kaitlyn as well. So Dever's final guest appearance on the show has been planned from the very start, although they would definitely have preferred to actually have her on set. "If we'd have been able to get Kaitlyn live, we would have written the scene differently," revealed showrunner Kevin Abbott, "and probably we would have still wanted to save her for the final emotional endpoint of that memorial scene." Unfortunately, the decision to have Eve appear via Zoom from the Air Force Academy was driven solely by the realities of COVID. Dever was arguably the highest in-demand actress among the cast of the show. Last year, she was involved in several projects, like the series Dopesick and Platform. At the time of filming the finale of Last Man Standing, she was shooting the movie Dear Evan Hansen. So, because of the logistics of quarantine, she wasn't able to get to the Last Man Standing set.
"I'm sorry I couldn't be there. I really wanted to be."
But thanks to technology, both Eve and Kaitlyn were able to share that working on the truck were some of the best times of their lives. By the way, we do hope that you have appreciated the metaphor of losing the vintage car. Of course, it wasn't all that elusive, but just in case it wasn't obvious enough for viewers, Mike Baxter hit it in his final vlog.
I loved every moment of that show. I mean, truck.
Kevin Abbott explained that the writers of the show didn't want to lament about the show's end, as it always has been and remains a comedy. However, they still wanted to deal with this weighty issue, and Mike's beloved vehicle gave them an opportunity to tell a funny story that was emotional and felt real. But Kaitlyn Dever wasn't the only one whose working schedule had to be altered because of the sitcom's ending. Nancy Travis had to sacrifice a role. Back in 2017, when Last Man Standing was axed by its original network, its lead actress took on a different project, The Kominsky Method. For 2 seasons, she starred alongside Michael Douglas as his love interest, so the fans were really surprised when she didn't reprise the role in the current 3rd and coincidentally final season. It turns out, filming of the 9th season of Last Man Standing created a scheduling conflict for Nancy Travis. Obviously, she chose her longest-running show, and while fans say she was wonderful as Lisa on The Kominsky Method, most are happy she chose to stick with Vanessa. There was actually no way she could choose differently after being so intimately connected to a character for such a long time. In a strange way, we were forced to say goodbye, but I don't know if you ever say goodbye, shared Travis. There are these moments that I feel, oh, that's something Vanessa would say, or Vanessa would do, not me. Being an experienced actor, Nancy had always known she would eventually have to say goodbye to Last Man Standing too. No wonder she decided to take some mementos from the set.
Maybe because I'm just sentimental in different ways, I ended up taking clothes that Vanessa wore, clothes and shoes.
Other cast and crew members also snagged some souvenirs to help them soften the blow of wrapping the beloved series. Showrunner Kevin Abbott took home a plush trout, the symbol of outdoor man, while Amanda Fuller grabbed a picture of a bear from the office walls. And the lead man himself took home so many mementos that now he's got a crapload of stuff in his warehouse.
I've got so much crap that I'm actually angry with myself.
But the most memorable of them is a miniature replica model of the series set, which will remind him of how special the show was. And the actor who played Mike's son-in-law will remember it because of all the experiences he had during its 10-year run. The cast flexed their creative muscles in Season 9. In one of his rare Instagram posts, Christoph Sanders revealed how hard it was for him to say goodbye to Last Man Standing and his co-stars. After all, he has shared nearly a third of his life with them. Moreover, in the final season, he was also given an opportunity to make his directorial debut, which is always a great thing for performers who want to have a versatile future. Sanders directed an episode of the 9th season called Love and Negotiation, and he wasn't the only one. Both Jordan Masterson and Amanda Fuller also got that challenging experience. As the regulars on this long-running show, they all developed an intimate knowledge of the set and how certain aspects of it work. Fuller admitted that, although she directed stuff like short films and web series for her own pleasure for almost a decade, she'd never really thought of pursuing it professionally. Amanda wasn't used to seeing women in director roles while growing up, but as she saw the club expanding, she realized that she wanted to be a part of that group. Fortunately, Last Man Standing gave her an opportunity to get behind the camera, and no matter how difficult it may have been, the end result has to be infinitely rewarding and fun. So, what do the cast members plan to do next? Tim Allen has already got another show. As Vanessa said in the final episode, when you lose something important, it can sometimes be hard to deal with. And those weren't the last words of wisdom from the Baxters. Remember how she asked Mike just before the show wrapped, "So, do you think you're going to find another car to work on?" And he replied, "I don't know. Maybe, maybe not." Right now, I just want to enjoy this moment with all of you. Tim Allen had a really hard time getting used to the fact that his latest show was canceled. He even revealed that he had health problems letting go of it. Fortunately, he got help from another series he starred in and loved probably even more than Last Man Standing. The History Channel decided to reunite Tim Allen and his home improvement co-star Richard Karn in the project titled Assembly Required. Allen described it like kind of a live version of Tool Time and shared that his and Karn's characters are very similar to the characters they played 2 decades ago. The entire 10-episode season of Assembly Required has already aired, so you can get a bit nostalgic once again while watching it. And what sort of project can you imagine that might one day unite all the actors of Last Man Standing? Share with us in the comments, and check out our video on the cast's real-life partners. Stay awesome!